Good afternoon, я вас вітаю, shalom and welcome. My name is Alina, and this is my channel about decision-making processes, personal and spiritual growth. And today I have a topic that I really am excited to talk about, is things that we should stop doing if we want to improve our life. So stopping doing those things will improve our life. And I made a list of 12. Today I'm going to talk about 6 of them, and in my next video we will talk about 6 more. And of course, if you want me to expand about any of them and make a separate video talking about any of them more detailed, please let me know in the comments and I will make a separate video about each and every one of those 12. And today we are going through first 6, and they are not coming in some particular order, that one is more important than another, just how they came to my mind. And the first thing that came to my mind is stop trying to please everyone. We cannot please everyone because people have opposite beliefs, values, trends, ideas, needs, and they sometimes can expect from us opposite things, and we cannot please everyone because it's just impossible. There is no need to try and doing it. Sometimes we're following trends so easily because we believe that this is the right thing to do. We want to be likable, and being likable is a normal desire. People want to be seen as good, and they like to think about themselves as good no matter what they do. Even if they do something really horrible, they often find an explanation why it's fine to do. When we want to be likable, sometimes we are losing ourselves. We lose our connection to our soul, to our personality, and we are kind of forgetting who we are. We even sometimes are stopping to ask ourselves, like, what do I like? What are my values? What is important for me? We're trying to fit in, and we're trying to be likable, and it's just not working. People can like you on the surface, but when you will dive in deeper, still things will not go so smooth, because if it's not your really true value, sometimes you just cannot continue with something on a deeper level, even if you said, yeah, I support it, I like it, I'm all in, just to fit in. And another thing that is important to understand, that sometimes when we are trying to fit in, when we are trying to be likable, we are starting to follow trends almost blindly. And be aware that trends come and go very fast, and you can be embarrassed of what you were following and what you were saying or wearing a very short time ago, when it was trendy, and now it's not trendy, and you're like, oh my god, how could I support this, or how could I wear this, it looks ridiculous. And also, one more thing to be aware of is that trends very often are not something that natural, spontaneous thing. It's very often a result of hard work of PR team that includes NLP specialists, psychologists, marketology teams that made it trendy and manipulated our minds and put things in our head, let's say it like this. And sometimes something is very trendy and sounds like, of course, this is the thing. Sometimes it's just a successful result of someone's work to make us believe things. So do not try to please everyone. Of course, you need to follow social norms and laws. Yeah, don't go naked on the street. But still, we need to find this golden ratio, to find where can I be a normative part of this society, but staying true to myself and not trying to please someone or some group of people that is like will reject me if I will not follow their trend or their ideology if it's not mine. So it's very, very important. That's why I'm like dedicating so much time in this video to talk about this, because there is like a lot of depth to this topic. Another thing is, do not give up on things just because you're afraid. Yes, as a decision-making coach, I'm working a lot with things that are relating to decisions, and it doesn't make that the goal of my work is make my client do things. Sometimes, as a result of our decision-making discussions, brainstorming and sessions, we come to conclusions that making this move is not rational, smart, or because of personal preferences and values is not good choice for my client, and my client is not making the change, or not moving to another country, not changing their job, or not doing something, because we made tables, we made like lists, we checked statistics, we analyzed things, and we came to an educated as much as we could decision not to make this or other change or move wherever. But it's very important not to give up or postpone, or let's say honestly procrastinate things only because we are afraid. So when you're not doing something and you're avoiding something and you're procrastinating something, please make sure that you're not doing it only because you are afraid. It's very important because I see it a lot. Sometimes clients come to me with dreams and ideas that they have for years, and the only reason they are like stuck with it is fear. So be aware of it and do not give up on things only because you're afraid. Number 3 is, do not be a no person and do not fear blindly any change. Sometimes we are saying no to any change. Sometimes change brings trouble, sometimes change brings progress. So when you see that something is changing, maybe new technology or a new system that you will use at work, or there are some other changes, sometimes we're tending to say no as a protective mechanism, like rejecting it immediately on the spot before we actually learned about it, checked about it, and we know is it good or bad. Sorry, my chair is making noises. I'm so sorry for that, but I don't know. I'm trying to move as less as I can, but it's still making some noises. So let's continue with this. Number 4 is having negative fantasies. So we all have negative fantasies from time to time. We're like thinking about worst case scenario too much. So it's very important to be aware that it's normal, and sometimes we do have negative fantasies, those like worst case scenarios that is playing in our head again and again, and we need to learn to stop it. So what I'm doing in my case, I'm like giving this very official, very strict tone to myself, and I'm saying, stop it right now. It's like I'm giving like a command to myself, stop it right now. And if needed, I can repeat a few more times, like stop, stop, stop. Or I can say full stop to this thought. And I'm imagining like train is like and stop it. It works for me. So you need to find something that will work for you. Or you can imagine a whiteboard that is like dirty with like strange like texts that overlap one with another all over the board, and then you take and you clean it up, and it's crystal clear, no mess of this black messy texts and sketches all over the board, and the board is clean. And you need to find your way to stop this negative fantasies or worst case scenario replay in your head, because it doesn't allow you to think clear. It doesn't allow you to understand your feelings and your priorities and your values and what do you really want or don't want. So yeah, be aware of it. It's normal that it's happening, but it's our duty to ourselves to stop it in the moment when we realize that, oh, it's again in my head. So stop it. Number 5, don't be sure or stop convincing yourself that you know what do other people think, believe, and what are their motives. We are very often trying to apply our thoughts, our values to other people, to other cultures, to people we barely know. We say, oh, every person wants this and this and this. No one wants trouble. He's a rational person. He will do A, B, C, D. If it's not someone you really, really know for many years and you saw many evidence, by evidence, I mean you saw their actions, many actions this person took, proving you that this is a very rational person or very good intended person, you cannot really know what other person wants. And even if you know the person for many years and you saw evidence that this person is like a law-abiding, I don't know, rational, well-intended person, you still cannot know for 100% what they will do under some circumstances. So try to minimize thinking that you know what do other people want, believe, support, and how they will behave or react. Sometimes we're having those dialogues in our head and we're saying, I will not suggest this business idea to John. He will reject it. I would love to have a business with him. He's a great guy. But when I will say it, yeah, he will reject it. I can imagine it. Oh, he definitely will do. Yeah. He will say this and this. And then I will say that, but he will respond like that. And then you have like an hour self-talk with yourself, believing you are talking with John. And then you don't talk to him in real life. And maybe he would say something different. And maybe he would actually would love to hear about your business proposition, but you're destroying this opportunity, this chance for both of you, that you imagined him like talking things he never said. So do not imagine that you know what other people want, say, what they support, what they will reject. Try to ask them directly and have a real conversation instead of imaginary ones. Number 6 is stop trying to find place for things or people in your lives that don't have this place no longer. So if they no longer have this place, I think that people, for example, about objects, let's take about material stuff. People are buying, storage boxes and then drawers and some little organizers and putting their things that they don't use for, 5-10 years or more, in hope or without even any hope or thought that they will ever use it again. So try to avoid it. Throwing them away or giving them away, donating them will be cheaper than keeping them. And also, possessing things takes some energy from us, because when someone owns an object, it has some of their energy. That's why, for example, many of us like to have something from our beloved grandmother or mother or aunt or someone who passed away, or who want to have their necklace, set of cups they had, because there is something theirs that we can feel in those home items that we are keeping as a memory. So yeah, everything we have, it has a little piece of our energy. And also we need time to keep it clean, organized, nice, neat, and all this. So be aware that keeping things really takes a lot of time, energy, and effort from you. So think, do you really need those things, and will you ever use them? Maybe it will be better to give them a second life by donating them, gifting them, selling them, instead of keeping them. And same with people. I want to say that sometimes we are staying in touch with people that we don't have, like, we don't love each other, we don't have like unity, we don't have friendship, we just like have this nostalgic feeling about times when we were like in high school and we were like good buddies there, but we are somehow like keeping this connection, we are like talking on the phone, and the conversations are like not heartwarming, not making us happy. And sometimes we are even meeting, and sometimes we have like this strange aftertaste after this meeting that is not joy. And sometimes it's time to say goodbye and to wish all the best for someone, but stop keeping the connection. So yeah, it's a big thing to think about. That's why I want to mention it in this video. And I will have a second part very soon with 6 other things that will be beneficial for you to stop doing. Please subscribe to this channel, hit a like button, and don't forget about the bell that will remind you about new live streams and videos. Thank you for watching. I'm waiting for your comments, and see you in my next live stream or video. Bye bye.